surrounding the origins of money. The article I selected for this speech is from the Holmes Community College Library titled Money's Murky Origin, written by Bruce Bauer, a journalist from Science News. Money, as we use the term today, refers to the currencies that can be measured, exchanged, and converted even among different countries. It is universal, but the origins have been the debate of researchers for many years. In the article Money's Murky Origins, written in August 2018 by Bruce Bauer, he states mainstream economists assume that bartering of goods and services inspire money's invention. Anthropologists and archaeologists contend that early states invented currency as a means of debt payment. Bauer also states economists and revisionists alike agree that an object defined as money works in four ways. First, it serves as a means for exchanging goods and services. Currency enables payment of debts. It represents a general measure of values, making it possible to calculate prices of all sorts of items, and finally, money can be stored as wealth reserve. Anthropologists argue that financialized transactions and debt appear much earlier than the money systems that arose in nation states 400 years ago, and opposing viewpoints arising from research in the Americas claim that it appeared in different locations around the world, forming for different reasons thousands of years in the past. The economists attribute money's origin to the natural bartering instinct of humans. They further suggest that the use of money originated from individual self-interest and had little to no government involvement. Anthropologists and archaeologists believe that money was created by early governments as a means of collecting taxes and paying off public work debts. Archaeologist Robert Rosenzweig declared that money appeared as a result of earlier debts and credits. An example of this early debt system is daughters given as brides in hunter-gatherer societies, which were paid back using goods referred to as bride wealth over time. Revisionists argue that Mesopotamia and Egypt originated a form of money acceptable debt repayment. At least 5,500 years ago, silver shekels were used within these societies to record debt when commoners and poor farmers weren't able to pay with sufficient goods. In Lydia, what is modern time Turkey, coins were stamped with imagery of rulers or animals 2,600 years ago. Investopedia states, just when it looked like Lydia was taking the lead in currency developments around 700 BC, the Chinese moved from coins to paper money. As a result, this means of payment became an acceptable form of legal transaction for goods. The revisionist states that as evidence that, in fact, marketplaces weren't the cause of the money system, but instead they were a result. An anthropologist from London School of Economics and Political Science, David Graeber, draws his arguments from the societies of European, African, and Asian societies. His focus on debt is what others use to draw connections on how the ancient Mayan people turned goods like cotton or cocoa beans into currency. In his book, The First 5,000 Years, Graeber says money has no essence. It's not really anything, therefore its nature has always been and presumably always will be a matter of political contention. Debt had a larger role in Mexican and Central American societies, but it remains a mystery how the currency there came to be. Graeber later adds the real origins of money are to be found in crime and recompense, war and slavery, honor, debt, and redemption. Spaniards in the 1500s noted a flourishing series of markets across Central America. They observed the woven cloth and cocoa beans were the primary currencies used in these settings. They could be used to pay taxes and debts and also buy other goods. For a long time, it was believed that these Mayan marketplaces developed around 1100 AD, but newer evidence shows that forms of perishable currency could have been used as early as 250 AD. A pyramid in Mexico includes murals and illustrations displaying marketplaces, goods in exchange, and members of different social classes engaging in what appears to be shopping within these marketplaces. The goods portrayed in these murals include tobacco, clothes, jewelry, pottery, tamales, cloth, dough, and even hot chocolate. A painted vase made in 691 AD shows a scene of tribute being made to a king. An object of interest within this illustration is a sack labeled 3 pike. After careful research, it has been concluded that this translates to 24,000 cocoa beans. During this time, cocoa beans and textiles were common means of tribute payment to the king of the time. Tribute collections of the 600s and 700s set specific size and color requirements for textiles that were offered, insinuating that barter goods were the origin of currency in this civilization. Today, we are able to make mobile payments and use virtual currency. Investopedia.com states Bitcoin, invented in 2009 by the pseudonymous Satoshi Nakamoto, became the gold standard, so to speak, for virtual currencies. Virtual currencies have no physical coinage. We have developed so monumentally from the system of bartering for goods that we hardly use physical means as a payment anymore. Even though we've progressed so much, exact knowledge of why money was created is still unknown. Although both economists and archaeologists present strong theories and evidence, we may remain without the knowledge of money's origins for years to come.